That's you. I got to check
Oh,
it
so
out.
you upgraded, huh?
I got to check it out for you.
Oh, oh snap. Twinkies.
Testing, testing.
Hello there. How you doing?
Testing, testing. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. All right, we are now ready. Let's get Winnie.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, we are now ready for our city council meeting, our first meeting of the year of 2025. It is now January 6th and it is 5:39 p.m. I would like to go ahead and call to order, starting with a roll call, starting from my right. Councilwoman
Venero Wynn.
Mayor Pro Tem Amelia Inman.
Councilwoman Yolanda Shepherd.
Mayor Reynolds.
Councilman Darrell Hunley.
Councilwoman Diane Howard.
Thank you so much. At this moment, we will have a moment of silence. Please silence your phones if you haven't already. Thank you. All right, thank you so much. Approval of the agenda, council, whenever you're ready.
I'd like to approve tonight's January 6th, 2025, 5:30 p.m. council meeting agenda.
All right. I need a second.
Second.
All right. And also I want to amend the agenda if possible, council. We have an item A to, well, actually, let's do item, do you want A or E? Okay. Okay. Letter E to new business. This will be film permit request by Nicole Pemberton. Then there also will be, during the city administrator report, we will add Ms. Joyce McKibben in the resource center for a update, if that's possible.
All right, you need a motion?
I need a motion with those changes. I'll give it to you.
All right, I'd like to make a motion to approve or amend tonight's agenda to add letter E, new business film permit from Nicole Pemberton. And also add the resource center with Joyce McKibben to the administrator's update.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much. Moving forward to public comments. Do we have any tonight? All right. Any old business? I see there's none. We can proceed. New business we have for discussion regarding banking, Chief Dejournette and our city accountant, Lisa Diggs. Whenever you're ready.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Our accountant, Ms. Diggs, is here tonight, as well as me, in reference to banking. I know we've talked about this numerous times.
Okay.
So we did get some information back from Regions. We already bank with Regions. That's who we have our SPOS bond with. Regions does offer a variety of programs, I guess incentives, everything in order for us to bank with them, or if we did bank with them. Now I'm talking about all of our banking needs. So we have 11 accounts with Citizens. So I spoke to Citizens, and I think I told you guys this probably about 6 months to a year ago. I know me and the mayor talked to them about it. Our interest rate at Citizens is 0.5% on one account. Right now, we're looking at Regions would be 4% across the board, and that's low end.
And that's for all accounts?
So, we got a quote from them. We're looking at $368 a month to do all of our banking needs. Really, it's not going to cost us anything because it's offset by the interest. Actually, the interest is more than what we would pay per month. Now, I will say this, and this just came up like literally a couple hours ago. I've got it right here. So we did get our $2 million of SPLOST money from the county. It literally just came in the mail about an hour ago, 2 hours ago. So, those are big amounts that we need to deposit into separate accounts so we can keep track of what we spend, what we do with them. We'll come back to you guys later on down the road on reference to the project, spending the money, everything like that. But, we're very interested in kind of continuing the partnership with Regions, expanding it. We've always, I know not all you guys get to go to the bank. I know we go to the bank all the time. Citizens, there's no issues with the people there. They're great. It's just the ability to actually work and function is really, really, really hard.
Yeah.
Everything is either in person, or, you guys don't know this and didn't have to deal with it. I had to deal with it with Miss Ashley when we went to Savannah for GMA. I mean, everybody's checked in the hotel. Unfortunately, the last person that checked in that day, I wasn't even able to, access and get them checked in because the card got declined because there's a max amount daily, but they don't have 24-hour service. So
Yep.
Ashley's sitting at the hotel freaking out,
Right.
rightfully so. And I can't even call. And remember, I'm calling you trying to use your card.
Didn't work.
Your
It
personal
didn't,
card?
No,
the
the
city,
city
card in
card.
my name.
and it didn't work because we reached the max amount and there's no 24-hour service.
They closed
So
at
I have no
6.
one to call.
What is the max?
And I think that was that on a Friday? Was
It was a Sunday? Or was it? No, it was a Friday. It was either Thursday night.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah.
They was
So
on, yeah.
the next day, I'm having to call the actual bank, not a 24-hour service where I can get any information. I'm having to wait till 9 o'clock. I called them at 9:01, spoke to the bank. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're good to go. You just reached your daily limit,
What's the limit?
5,000."
And with the Regions, what would the limit be?
We can change that. Now we can change that with Regions and our Citizens, and we did do that.
Yeah.
But still, the problem is
They closed.
there's no 24 hours customer
Yeah.
service.
They're not worker friendly.
No, so we're a municipality, and she's having to beg the people at the front saying, "Look, I'm with a city. We'll pay you." We had to do this whole invoice thing. We had to sign all this stuff and everything, like a promissory note saying, "Hey, we'll be good for it tomorrow,"
That's sad.
or whatever else.
Yeah.
I mean, those are issues I don't like to deal with, and I don't
It's
think that it looks good on us. I mean, because we've gotten to a place to where we're in a very good spot right now. But I think Regions is just the next step to kind of increase us and move us forward. Now, to get to the $2 million that I'm talking about, they actually have a program too. Like if we put it in an account for a year, you're talking like a 6% interest rate, as long as it stays in there for a year. I mean, we're not going to get that at Citizens. I mean, just, and we say Regions because we already have our SPLOST model with them. They're the only ones out of all the banks that gave us a good bid, a good rate. They came in and brought a team and talked to us. So, I mean, their customer service is, to me, second to none. We would like to kind of see where we can go with that in reference to kind of switching our banking needs over to Regions. It'll be a slow process. We have 11 accounts. It ain't going to be like overnight, but you're talking a 4% interest rate across the board versus a 0.5% on one account. That's, to me, insane.
With that 4%, is it across the board? It'll be for everything? Will it be for all? Okay, what about this? Is it a limited time? Will they be using it as an incentive, or it would just be being across the board?
Forever.
Yeah, so right now it's 4%. So interest rates do fluctuate. So when we get into a contract with them, we'll have that 4% for the duration of the contract. Which, And I will say this, 4% has been, I just called to verify the rate because rates do change that fast. I called right before the meeting. And at the low end, we're at 4%, but it could be 4.5% by tomorrow. And, we could put the pressure and say we want 4.5 and, we'd be willing to do business. I say 4%. I mean, that's the bottom of the barrel. That's still 3.5% more than we're getting over here. I mean, just that alone is going to be on the plus side versus what we've been doing.
Quick question. Earlier you said $368. Is that maintenance fees?
That's fees for everything. That's
Yeah,
for
so it's the fees that we would incur for the services that we want. So like our ACH, deposits, checks, things like that. That's
Okay.
what they would charge us for. But like you said, it would be offset by interest. Like the $2 million alone, we could make $100,000 off.
I got you.
Yeah, and just interest. I mean, the other thing too is, if I'm not mistaken, Regions kind of they match up with QuickBooks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that's going to be easier for you.
Yeah. So it all matches with QuickBooks. Now, granted, everybody matches with QuickBooks, but Regions actually has the programs and the software that literally monitors our pay, like Bill.com. I mean, I don't know if you guys have experienced the frustrations with Bill.com. I mean, I know Ms. Shepherd has. Trust me, she'll call me, and it's frustrating on our end. I mean, we got 2 checks out right now that they say they haven't been delivered. They were mailed out on December 3rd.
They're slow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's slow.
yeah. And our goal is to get in with Regions and then start phasing away from Bill.com, because Bill.com does the same exact thing QuickBooks does. Okay, it does the same exact thing. People use Bill.com, and Lisa, from where she came from, she can tell you is the prior firm that we dealt with just recommended it. And that's what we went with because it's user friendly. But I'll be honest with you, is it municipality friendly? No, not at all. I mean, because me and you, the 3 of us, we sign the bills. Okay, we might sign a bill today, but we have no control. We're signing it saying, hey, pay it.
Yeah.
But it might not process and pay until the end of next week. And we don't know that until it's sitting in there waiting to be paid. I mean, I've manually gone in there and actually.
You have to manually go in there and tell it, pay it now. Otherwise, you will wait until they batch it because they do it in batches. So.
Yeah, so I mean, it's great user friendly, like if it's just you, small business or a business order, but for municipality, I don't like it for the simple fact of we're trying to pay our bills on time and we're trying to get stuff paid. People call us and say, hey, where's our money? I mean, ASAP Wildlife, the ones that did the dam over there on Bruce Street, they're the ones we mailed a check out to. We processed it in like September, October. It mailed the end of November, beginning of December, and they still haven't got it. Yeah. So, I mean,
Makes it hard for them to want to come and do business with us. Messes up our reputation.
yeah, exactly. And that's what I'll be real with. That's exactly what I hate.
Yeah.
Is I don't like
We're
us
already small.
to look bad. So, that's where we're at. We'd like to switch to Regions. I mean, $368 a month. That's going to offset the 4% interest across the board. It just so happens our extra SPOS funds came in today, so that's a great starting point.
Are
Go
we
ahead.
paying any monthly fee for citizens?
I think we pay for positive pays, which are anything we pay for check-wise outside of Bill.com. We pay for ACHs and wires. Those are all fees. So same thing we would pay with Regions. We probably don't pay as much, but we're not making any use.
I had a mortgage with Regions and I enjoyed working with them. Yeah.
So that's our recommendation is we can switch to Regions.
Do we have to have a,
We can make this decision next time. That's fine. Oh, discussion. Yeah. Yeah.
do we do a resolution or something? Change?
No, we don't. So it's adding services because I've already checked with Alicia and the attorneys. We're adding services. We're not going with a new company. We already did a resolution for our bond and our banking with them. So we're just adding.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay.
So
Do we need to do a vote now or just wait till? Okay. Okay,
with
so
that.
that'll be what, February?
No, it'll be January.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, that's fine.
okay,
We can do it then.
okay, alrighty.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, next up, Splash 2.
Splash 2.
Did you see it?
We can do dog
Can I
park.
swap that? Actually, dog park and Splash 2? Yeah, if you don't mind. Cool. Dog park. So I wanted to get a consensus, if possible, to go ahead and clear the actual property of the debris, the tires, the trees, the brush. I don't know if you've been over there. That's the property at Johnson and Council Street. It's got a lot of brush back in there. We walked it. There's a bunch of tires back in there, so we need to get rid of that. We want to clear some of the dead trees that are in there, and clean up that real big tree that's there. It's got the vines around it. We want to clean that up. I'm probably not looking at more than 10,000 to get it all cleared and get the tree company to come in there and start cleaning it up. But I feel like if we can get a consensus to do that first, then we can get an overall layout of the whole property. I've got a quote for the fence, the actual dog's fence, but I don't want to work that yet until we clear it, see what we have, and then go from there. So I'd like to get a consensus to at least spend up to 10,000 and get, yes.
Okay, so you said you have other quotes, or you have one quote, or you just
For the
want a
dog
consensus?
fence, yeah. This is just to
for
clear.
the clear.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
just
talking
to clear.
about, for the clear.
Yeah. I don't have any quotes yet because one, wintertime, it's hard to get people. Two, I just want to be able to go over there, find somebody, tell them come out there, give me a price, get the best price and go with it, so we can get it done. So I mean, I'm not looking to spend more than 10,000 to clear that land. I mean, it'd probably be less, but Munson's going to get there Thursday when he gets back to see what he can do himself.
What's the size of that lot?
A quarter, 3/4 acre, I think, half acre. I think so. Yeah, it's not that big. It's the empty lot right there at Council and Johnson Street.
Right, well, that's what I was saying. So it shouldn't be that much unless it's some bigger tree.
That one tree is gigantic.
I was gonna ask, is there any way to also see the price? I mean, I know we have a tree ordinance and we want to save trees, but just because, sometimes I've seen a lot of storms, even near that have broken down heavy trees and it damages like fences and stuff.
Mhm.
So to protect the future investment, is that something to look at, maybe cutting all the way down?
Yeah, so there actually, where that fence is going to be, I don't think there's any big trees that are even hovering over it. That one big tree is to the right of the property. It's not going to, that's where kind of we think the path will go through. The fencing will be to
Oh,
the
you're
left.
talking on the other side. I'm thinking you're talking about the tree that has the little lines coming down from it.
Mm-mm. So if you're standing on Johnson Street and the property's right here, there's that massive tree right there to the right.
Oh,
That's the one that has a lot of vines growing around it.
Yeah.
That's that one we got to get cleaned up. That's not hanging over the fence.
Okay.
Fence will be right here. We still have to clean up some of the dead trees that are in the middle and then that brush that's along the back so we can get a full layout of the land. Because right now it looks like we have this area, but the property line actually goes back there, but it's covered in a lot of brush and trees. And there's a lot of tires back there too we got to get moved.
The tree that you're talking about, that's on the right,
Mhm.
that you said, is it a dead tree or is
I don't
it
think
just
it's
in the
dead.
way?
No, it's just old. I mean, it's huge. It's a big tree. It's just got some vines growing around it.
So that's when you're going to take down?
We're not going to take it down.
You're
Just
going to clean it up?
just
Okay,
clean it up.
gotcha.
Yeah. We're not trying to take that one down. It's aesthetically nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
because you'll need a tree
yeah.
or two.
Yeah. So we're not. I mean, we're not looking to take down any of the trees we're taking down are like just small ones, real small ones, nothing big. But I definitely want to be able to just go over there and get to it. Instead of
I have
waiting.
a recommendation, by the way, for tree service, Ryan Tree Company. I can give you the numbers.
Okay.
We've used a tree too on Conyers Street, a tree service, Munson Park. But I would say yes
Yeah.
to,
K2R Legacy is who we've been using. They had the massive tree fall across Jenkins Street yesterday morning. They were here in 45 minutes, cleaned it up, and got it off the road. I mean, it was a huge, gigantic tree.
you get some good folks to get some.
Yeah,
quotes
so
from.
I called them on an emergency service, and they literally were here. It might not even been 30 minutes because Muhammad met him out there
This was today?
yesterday morning.
Yesterday. Oh, and it was raining too.
And Sunday,
Okay,
Yeah.
consensus.
I am too. I'm fine.
You fine with it?
Yes.
All right. Cool. All right, Councilwoman Wynn, you okay with it? Okay. All right,
Awesome,
got it.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That goes into SPOS 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, SPOS 2 is the reason why I put that on there is to kind of let you guys know where we're at, where we need to go. I actually was going to give you an update and tell you that they were trying to wire the money and we were working on getting it done, but it's here. So now that it's here, we definitely need to start looking at moving forward on some of these projects. The parking lot, I'll let you know where we're at on that. I got the final survey back from Harry on Saturday. I emailed it over this morning to Alicia. Alicia talked to Gilbert Atkins on Friday while I was down there to start working on a closing date. They had a couple issues with the title, which have recently been cleaned up by Mr. Atkinson. So the other issue is just going to be handled at closing. So I'm waiting to get a closing date on that. So the parking lot, I'm hoping that we start moving real fast on that. Another part of the parking lot I'll talk about in a real estate and executive session. But the amphitheater, definitely would like for council to, in discussion over time, come up with some ideas what they want to do with the amphitheater, either ideas or amount of money that they want to put into the amphitheater, because that was on the project list that we sent to the county. It would be good to upgrade a lot of the inside, do something with the seating areas, the sound, where we're renting out the sound instead of them renting it from somebody else. But, all that, we can look at all that. So, be good to come up with an idea, either amount or what y'all think would be a good project to do over there.
Maybe we get somebody to draw us up something.
Yeah.
I mean, architectural work.
Something nice.
So, I'm sorry, just for clarity, DDA is no longer involved, right? Okay.
So like a nice drawing, then to pick and choose which one. So, put some money. Make it.
Yeah, I mean, if you have ideas and what you want to look, a couple ideas I think me and Ashley were thinking of was definitely new windows. Because I don't know if you notice when you go to reach for a ticket, there's a metal grate that sits right over your hand. Probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
So we thought about, new windows, redoing the inside of that to make it, a little bit nicer inside. Because right now, their green room and their ticket booth really aren't green room and ticket booth. They're just couches that sit in there.
I envision some type of where we can have covering over the stadium seating. Maybe I've seen this before, but I don't remember I've seen it. Maybe they're kind of covering where you can pull it back up when you need it.
We can look at that. That's fine.
Type of covering like that. But maybe space.
Yeah. So we definitely looked at, that awning that comes up like this, getting rid of that and doing something different because the water is actually just holding right above the stage in that piece of vinyl. It's not draining like it should. We looked at that. What else? The walkway, the concrete where it's all broken up, where you sit down, where they put the tables at, redoing all that.
Can you talk about the restroom budget?
Oh yes, restrooms. So the idea of the restroom was, what I was thinking is, your restroom, if you put it up there, one, you got to walk uphill. Two, it's going to cost a lot of money for us to put sewer drainage or even to do the proper drainage coming down the hill. Right across the way, where the food trucks park at normally, right? There's actually, the sewer's already there. Okay. It would save a ton of money to just put a restroom building right there to where you're only going from here to the wall to tap into the sewer. And you already have your handicap ramp coming off away. So you're just going right down, you're ADA compliant. You come down and you go put just a handicap ramp right across from it. So you're literally just coming right across that little road to the bathroom area.
Like the one that Cap County got at the bottom of the hill.
But bigger. Yeah, you talking about the park? Yeah, bigger. You're talking about 3-4 stalls in each side. But the amount of money you're saving from having to put a whole new restroom and run pipe and tap from all the way up top of the hill. Plus, you're going to have to put steps up there, a way to get up there, all when you could just put it right there across the way. So yeah,
Did we have a drawing from the county when they proposed, redoing the, amphitheater for us?
that I don't know.
They never got that
Never
far.
get-
I saw something briefly in a meeting about 2 years ago. That was accidentally shown to us, but yeah, I mean, the architectural drawing is going to be it'll be pretty pricey. I would say maybe just see if Harry's guy that draws like the plans, if he can just kind of sketch something for us with some ideas, probably save us a lot of money, but still give us an idea of what we want.
You know, have to actually plan, you know, with some definition and, instead of just saying like building here and blah, 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 but make it, a nice atmosphere. And sometimes you got to put that money out there, get the architect to draw it. And when we go to build it, we have the plans for it.
Yeah, I mean,
Just make it look real nice.
So I mean, I'll work on that. The inside of the
And Harry's too slow. We might need somebody else.
The-
It take 3 months, it's 8 years.
well, I found out it's Bill Aguilar, not necessarily
Oh,
Harry, because I had to, because I saw the emails. He was emailing Bill like, "Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?" And finally I got it. The inside, the bathroom. Another thing I'm thinking I'm gonna get a quote on too. I'm gonna bring all this to you guys. I know it sounds like a lot, but is a not a soundproof fence around it, but a sound dampening. There's ways to use corrugated steel, which is fairly inexpensive. And you put the corrugated steel all around, it still looks nice. You can paint it any color you want to paint it, but it's still a little sound dampening in it, and it keeps everything kind of contained. So I'll get a lot of that stuff and bring it to you guys. That's just one of the many projects. Outside the parking lot, the dog park. Klondike sidewalk should kick off here in the next 30 to 60 days, I would think, until the weather gets a little bit nicer so they can put the concrete down. That's the grant we got from the county that we got approved for like 4 years ago, but they never told us till like the beginning of last year or something.
The Masonic Lodge, have we considered that at all?
So, I mean, as far as redoing it,
Well, at least making some part of it usable. Right now, the whole entire building is just sitting there. If there was a way that we can at least make half of it usable, or maybe the bottom level usable. It's a thought.
yeah. I mean, we can get quotes on it. I know if you're facing at the left side, you probably want to stay away from that because the foundation's separating from the building.
Right. Somebody chop something.
Well, it's you can, if you walk at the right angle, you can see outside through the floor.
Wow.
And it's
Okay, so
concrete.
when you're looking at the building
The
on the
left
left,
side, yeah,
Right.
because there's two sides, but the right side should be
but
fine.
it looks like it's a straight cut. And when you go inside, it's a straight cut, like somebody actually cut the concrete. How they cut it down? But how could it have broken? Because it's like this much. And this, it just broke.
Way before us.
You know what I wonder? You know how the granite, what is the company called that does the explosion, the mining for the granite here? I wonder if that has something to do with it. Because I noticed like a lot of homes here, yeah, they have a lot of cracks in it, in the foundation.
I got cracks in my
It's like all throughout the
Already?
city.
My shower broke. Building glass.
Yours is cracked too?
Shower door just exploded.
Okay, well, maybe that's why I got
And
the
see,
big
you have
cut.
a newer, you're at the newer home, so that's,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
newer homes, I was like, wow,
yeah.
I didn't get stuff into it.
Your house moves with the earth. Your house moves with the earth.
Thank you, Ms.
Over the
Lynn.
years,
Yep.
have been misfortunate that them that they have to come out and give repair or compensate them some type of way. Whether they do it, I'm sure they still do it, but you have to, I don't know who to go to first and then.
Don't you have a contact with Hampton? What's it called?
I haven't heard
Okay.
that. The only one I have.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is it would be nice even if someone were to show up and we just have a quick little conversation with them, because if we can get some funding from them, that may,
Yeah, to correct some of this cracks.
I'll reach out to them. I mean, I don't know if that guy's still over here. I don't know.
okay.
They blasted when they did that parking lot down here. Is it the same people that's doing the blasting? Because they blasted a lot of stone when they put that down there on Conner Street.
I had two questions. Before you mentioned the Klondike project starting soon, do you know how the flow of traffic will be? Because I know that's a very busy street, and I was just wondering, how do you know how we're planning to like help with the traffic flow while they're doing the construction?
They'll have officers blocking the way. They're only
So,
one
like-
section at a time. Yeah, so they'll have traffic controllers put them in that one lane.
That might be crazy for a minute. You don't know how long it might last the construction.
Yeah,
You don't know how long construction is. Okay.
I mean, it's the hardest part is going to be right there at the mayor's mom's house. They got to build it.
Oh, really?
It was
Okay.
supposed to be there.
Oh yeah, that area does flood a lot, isn't it? Yeah. What was my next question? I hate when I do that. Oh, you mentioned project list, right? So going back to kind of the dog park, since it's going to be on Johnson, the street is very messed up. It's a lot of patchwork.
So I've already contacted two companies to give us quotes. Dave Johnson Wiggins Councils and
Conyers, Bourne.
that corridor right there from the parking lot and
You have a big hole.
You saw it.
Yeah,
You saw
it looks like it's
And
breaking off.
Yeah, it is, and it's going deeper.
You might be something.
It's changing,
yeah, once it comes on Thursday, we'll have to go out there and see what we're
There's also a lot of patchwork on Conyers because when we had the traffic when they was still doing the construction on 20, and all those trucks came through.
Oh, I'm sorry. One last thing. She mentioned the old Masonic building. Do you know what the status is of the guy that?
Yeah, so I talked to him. Around there. Yeah, it might have been actually. So he's ready to go. I talked to Alicia when I went down there 2 weeks ago. They have to make some changes to the contract that you guys had recommended. So they were waiting for him to come back to speak with him and make these changes and get the right reference. Because remember, the contract he gave us was his own contract. We're not using his contract, we're using our contract. So now he's back, they're working together to kind of finalize everything and bring it back.
Well, let me ask you this. What would it take to include Conyers Street on the list of, because it's a lot of patchwork,
Yeah, we can get it going from that.
Oh yeah.
because that's the routes those trusts was taking.
Yeah, we get.
So this is the whole street.
Yeah, it's not patching.
This year, another street the next year.
Yeah, well, it probably like 2 blocks.
All right. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Holiday and meeting calendar, Miss Ashley Waters. Good evening.
Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to know if you had any recommendations and changes you would like to make on the calendar in terms of our meeting schedule and then also our holiday.
I just looked at it today, so I'll let you know.
We didn't have a chance to touch it.
We just did.
We did, oh, something missing last year. What did we get?
Yeah, we had a meeting when we should have been off.
Yes.
Remember which one?
Yeah, it was Juneteenth. No, it was Juneteenth. We had a meeting, we should have been off.
I
I
think,
know I went to that. We did.
Yeah, I think everything looks
well, I'm
good.
sure you would have got them all.
But if there is no objection, no changes, you guys like to make, I have a motion to approve.
So this basically means everyone gets paid even though.
Yes, go to holiday. City staff will be off for the
Gotcha. This is just about calendar. Oh, never mind.
So Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after Christmas, 3 days for Christmas?
Yes, it is, I believe Christmas may fall on the Thursday.
Not so much Christmas, Thanksgiving, because Christmas felt, I was full like that too, but didn't it fall on Wednesday this year?
Well, this year, I think
Yeah, but I'm just saying the week, the day that it fell off. Okay, so 3 days.
June GMA, is that? You know what that is? Week is in June.
the GMA.
Okay, 60, all right.
So somewhere always between the 23rd and 28th.
I can't think of anything else.
Make a motion to accept the holiday calendar for the year 2025.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it.
Oh, okay. Make a motion to accept City of Lithonia Council and Work Session Meeting Agenda calendar for 2025.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Thank you so much. All right, we are at our last new business. We have a film permit. Miss Nicole Pemberton, is she here yet? Hello. Good evening.
Last time, which is next week, it would be TV shoot on the California.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, what was the film project last?
It was called
The Heathen. You were on what is this? Max, further down by the bridge.
right past the railroad,
Okay.
overpass.
Okay.
So where Wilson was.
Oh, yeah.
And there is a resident, forgive me, I don't know anyone off the top of my head. He filmed like back in the home. That's not access. And so we contact Wilson. So we'll work with Wilson to part the extra part. And then we film on the street itself. We can talk about.
So just that one day, the 18th?
Just the one day.
One day. Evening, 4 hours. All right, council.
We celebrate Martin Luther King on the 20th. 15th, it says inaugural march. What is this? Well, I'm looking at the 18th and what they have going on.
We have nothing going on.
Yeah, the 20th is the only thing here.
All right, council, whenever you're ready for a motion. Yeah.
All right. I would like to approve the motion for you to get a film permit for January the 18th, 2025.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
We did see that the 20th was the holiday for Martin Luther King, Monday the 20th.
All right,
Martin Luther King.
this is about film permit, right?
Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
just, go ahead.
All right, thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you so much. We got to stay on track. All right, thank
We're
you.
talking about that date, Mayor, that's why I mentioned it. It was the date
The 20th or the 18th? The 15th he
I
was
was just making a
born.
comment.
The 20th is when we celebrate. Yeah. I just didn't understand why you was questioning her about the
That
18th.
wasn't a question for her.
Okay, we gotta stay on track. All right. Anything else, council, before we get an executive session? Because there is a need.
Oh, we gonna do, updates and reports.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Let's do city administrator report first. Ms. Joyce? And the resource center? Hey, ma'am, come on up.
Just want to say, we have the best city council in every.
What you need now? She wants some. Thank you.
Just want to say, it's been a wonderful year with the Success Leadership Program, and I especially enjoyed each of you this holiday season with getting it on. I hope you got to read the little thing that I wrote on Facebook. I wrote a piece of thank you, just saying, we had the opportunity to go to the extended stays, traditions, to give out bands. We had enough to share with a lot of people, so we're great. But I want to move on and talk about success leadership and where we are relevant to the grant and what happened the first year. I want to, well, first of all, I want to introduce the team. We have meetings every Thursday at 5:30. Always.
They open to us too.
Yes. Yes, we've invited a few people. This is the presentation. And I believe that what they're going to introduce themselves briefly, and then we're going to talk about what we completed this week. Okay, first, is it you, Marcia, that's going to be here? I'm Joyce McKinney, y'all already know me. Marcia, go ahead.
I'm having a little difficulty hearing you guys. Like that, I am Marcia Thomas Brown, and I am CEO of Mariel and LLC, which is a boutique consulting company focused on building collaboration with access to network, political, community engagement, advocacy, and service partnerships. I work with community organizations as well as businesses in private and public sector to ensure that unserved communities are able to benefit from the different training and education programs that they offer. That said, also I live in New York, but I also in Atlanta in the Cap County, so I'm very familiar with the Lithonia community, the Atlanta community. I still have lots of family there, also there. And I work very closely with the repertoire over many years for the community engagement program that organization has provided to the Lithonia community. And so I'm very excited to be part of this grant program that we're discussing today.
Marcia, my dad, and Marcia is a former vice president of long-term care in the Great Health System. One of the Thank you. Who's next? I believe Jody.
Hi, my name is Jody Woodruff. I'm a professor of research at the University of Missouri St. Louis and work with Joyce and Chief to write this grant that was funded through ARPA funds. And I'm happy as well to be here today to talk about the work that's been done.
Jody, can you hear us okay?
Yes, it's difficult for us to hear.
start off talking about the impact statement. We're here to serve 150 mentees and their families over a 3-year period. The vision is to build partnerships to support mentee development, getting them future ready through mentoring and goal setting, leadership development, and workforce training. Next.
What we've done over the course of the year. This might be a little challenging for you guys to see, but we are preparing a full report for you that will be headed over to you by the end of January. A little bit. So you can see that we're looking at this from a timeline perspective of from January to December of 2024. To the left of your screen, you can have. So we'll be working through the year, through the end of the third year. And then what's in red right here are the last two objectives that will be done in the third year. And then this one here, the gray one, is objective that speaks to the work that Lithonia Police Department will be doing. One of the things that I want to stress, and Joyce will give the narrative. Again, this would not be possible without the passion that Joyce has for this. And so, some of the things that I want to say for the next steps is that for Q1,
Go over 2024. This is an overview of what we covered in 2024. Quarter-based. January through March, first quarter, we came in to do renovations on the building, put epoxy on the floor, put some flooring, And also mentees participated in the MLK Day of Service. We have some community kids that we're mentoring. They participated in the MLK Day of Service. April through June, we did major recruitment efforts trying to get mentors, and that's been quite a task. We sent letters out to local ministries, nonprofits, men groups, i.e. 100 Black men, Catholics, and for neighbors. We created some partnerships. A company called Handyman Training Program that's in Stone Mountain is one of them, as well as Work Source for our opportunity population 16 to 25. We also completed training from right from the start. This is where we completed our summer feeding program. That's to right from the start, as well as the Cal Parks and Rec. We fed, say, 15 out there, including our Hispanic community. I mean, that was really an excellent project this summer. It went over really well. Also, we were here to participate in Cities Week to do recruitment. We gave out flyers to do recruitment on Cities Week. We took a group of kids to the delegates' office. They have a ribbon cutting at like Wall Street, and they met U.S. Congressman Hank Johnson. We have photos of all of this, which we are going to get your final piece. You'll see all of your photos from this. We also used, we're on July through September. We began the Face Advocate Partnership Program. That's through the DeKalb County School System. We partnered with the PTSA. We partnered with the PTSA this summer, and the FACE, which is the Family and Community Engagement piece. Those are the mentors at the schools that gather the kids for us, and they call us for referrals. Miss Joyce, this kid is that. There are over 4,000 kids, y'all. We got enough kids to cover the DeKalb County area, really, and we need mentors, so we need some help with recruiting more mentors. We already have about 30, and we do group mentoring at the schools. And every Wednesday night here at our facility, starting on the 29th, is where all our mentors will begin, and our kids from the schools will start coming into our building. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that when we start covering the 2025 year. Okay, we also partnered with the DeKalb County Parks and Rec. We took a group of kids to Atlanta Race Day. We did a mini back to school giveaway because people just donated stuff to us. And so we gave it to the kids. We worked with the complex right here and housing. Some we share with housing. We also had some Nike sneakers that we donated that we gave away. At this point, we're actually getting ready to go back to school from the winter break, like on your middle and like on your high school. We had to go through a tedious process. Our process is very easy, coming in and getting ready. Before they let you come into that school, our people, and they're still being vetted. We have to go to the county system, and they dig up anything. They dug up what I was doing. What happened? Did you ever? I was like, I was good. They brought everything back up. So it was beautiful, a great process. I was excited about that. We've all gone through that, and we still have some going through it. And we will be in the middle and the high school. And we'll also, I'll tell you, we serve with the Faith and Bloom. At what month that was? At Union Missionary Baptist Church. We got mentors from there. Everywhere we go, we gather mentors. No problem getting the mentors. And also, we gave our youth with generational project, senior boxes, what we partnered with the PTSA. Okay. We also attended a teacher's appreciation PTSA. We've been in school a lot. And what was that for the students? Student government body, SGA, we have been affiliated, we're in I'm getting used to the school. You all need to take this.
You talking about Lithonia High School, right?
And you all gonna have to go with us.
Oh, yeah.
You know, just take this. And down to,
Oh, quick question, sorry. Are you in contact with Ms. Anderson?
oh, yes.
Very much.
Yeah. Okay.
Surprised she got sent it.
I know, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I talked to her a couple times today.
Mhm.
Every day, not in like things like it.
Mhm.
But back to, let's talk about October, November, December. We received donations from Billy Graham's, Good Samaritan Purse, went up to Cartersville. And we'll tell you, God just got a little answering prayers. We needed to set up a safe space where we could have two spaces for these kids to go to running the lights. And even in our space too, you can get right there. And so they have boxes where people donate, a lot of them where people, you know, how to get everything, like that, or whatever. But within that, we had so many. How many things did you think? 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so we gave toothpaste, that was even in the bags to the traditions and the kids at the extended stay. So we are donating, and we're gonna do a media piece of that, when we get ready to give that thing in school. We're donating sensory items for the Safe Center for kids to come in and decompress. And we're donating the hygiene products as well. And we're trying to get, they have a food program through the food thing. But they're gonna start with the high school. I was trying to get them to start with the middle school. They're saying the students need to do their externship. That's why they have a lot of food. They come there, they truck up, parents come and get food process. I think it's quarterly that they come. But in talking to the social workers, these rebels, I think the name is over the social workers on the executive level, she's saying we're going to try to put food in the middle school and Stone as well. So I'm excited about that. That kind of stuff I like. And of course, you all know what happened Thanksgiving. I'm so grateful that we had a wonderful turkey giveaway and people talking about what they are thankful for. That was a blessing to me. I really enjoyed that. And Christmas was a wonderland, just beautiful. Giving is always beautiful. I love giving, and I know you guys do too. And in the piece that I wrote, I just gave special thanks to all of you all. Did you read it? Nobody read it?
I didn't see it.
It's on Facebook?
I gotta get
She
on.
said-
You have repertoire page or on your personal page? It seemed like I saw it on your personal.
Social
Mhm.
media.
Mhm.
We're supposed to have a social media person.
Got you.
Yeah, we need to get that.
Okay.
Get that rolling. But in that letter, in which, but it's good. I'm going to share it with you. If you can help it out. Okay, here goes. This is the letter. And it's a little bit lengthy, but it says, a heartfelt thank you this holiday season. As we celebrate this wonderful time of year, we want to extend our warmest gratitude to our incredible community leaders and partners who have made this Christmas truly special for so many families in the city of Lithonia and Metro DeKalb. A huge thank you to our mayor, Sharika Reynolds, city council members, Darrell Honoré, Diane Howard, Shepherd, Amelia Edmond, and Amelia Lynn, the police department, and Chief Donald G. Burnett, city staff, Mr. Pete Monson, Mr. Randy Norris, and a special thanks to Ms. Ashley Ward, the city clerk, Ebony, and Officer King, Winter Wonderland decorators, and Santa himself, Cameron Gibbs. Thanks to the toy donors, volunteers, towards the tots, Success Mentorship Team, Sharika Birch, Janelle Biggins, Ms. Tanya, Ms. Carlene Anderson, LHS PBSA President, Mr. Bertrand Thomas, who is our driver, Vivian Kibben, Renee Powell, you all drivers, everybody on it, y'all. toy delivery man, Mario Marshall, driver, and special delivery, toy delivery man with extended stays, as well as other donors that did not wish to be identified. Thank you for your unwavering support and dedication to our community. Your generous donations and your caring fill the holiday season with joy and warmth for those who are often forgotten. From delightful business to East Cap Seniors Tradition Rehab Center to spreading cheer to our community kids as well as families at Color Lodge and Microtel Extended Stays. With Mayor Shamika Reynolds and Ms. Claus, who with special home visits, making many families' wish come true. I must also mention Councilwoman Yolanda Shepherd's special donation being well received and right on time. We've all made a difference. Together, we distributed toys and hygiene products to over 200 children, ensuring that every child feels the magic of the season. Your efforts embody the true spirit of giving and remind us all of the importance of community. Here's to spreading holiday cheer and making memories that will last a lifetime. Wishing everyone a warm and joyful holidays.
But the hand clap is for you. Thank you.
You
You did an amazing job.
You know what? It's so beautiful when together we can move mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm so excited about our kids in this 2020-25 upcoming. Y'all ain't gonna take it out. How about 3 more minutes? I got to tell y'all this.
Can I add one little thing?
Yes.
While you're talking about Christmas, I would love to include that the Easter Cab Senior Center at Bruce Street also filled the box up to help.
Oh, I had.
She had that in there
You
already.
did?
It was in there. Oh, yeah.
Did I miss that?
Mary, did you go there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. It was in there.
It's in
Easter Cab Senior Center. It's in
Yeah, okay.
Y'all wouldn't dare miss that. No.
Okay.
No way, no way. Very much a part of what we do.
Good,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes. Okay, 2025. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. When I tell you God will open doors, Sharika can read to it. When we call, we get the actual person that we need at State Capitol.
Wow.
Oh, I'm at home decorating my tree. Was I just answering the phone? Me and this lady are all the conversation. Lieutenant Governor's office. Okay?
Wow.
Wow.
Our kids are going to be pages. March. Tell the lady, oh my God. We just, we just
That's
know
awesome.
that it's time here, especially for our kids. That's one of the things. They're going to be pages 2 days later. It's March 9th, which is criminal justice month, January and March, and that's what I was going to tell you about. What we're going to do is understanding the criminal justice system, criminal justice community forum. We're going to have a forum. We're going to invite judges, attorneys, DAs, solicitors. Now, Mooney already said he's going to come. Y'all don't know Mooney in the whole time.
Yes, I do. I haven't seen him
Yes.
in a while.
Okay.
The one that always works with our kids when they're in
Yeah.
trouble. Yeah. So, we're going to do this on gun safety. We're going to have 3 keynote speakers, one January, one February, and one March. And they will be with city. From here to in the Rockville County juvenile judge, the lady, I can't think of her name right now. We're trying to get her to come. She is absolutely awesome with the kids. I don't know, we're trying to make her one of the speakers during that time, but we're also going to have our kids and the families to meet the judges on this side of the bench before we put the handcuffs on here. And also the law clerks are going to break down legal terminology. Our kids go up there, I think no law. They like to fish out of water. What is no law? So we're going to teach them basic stuff before the guys cast. Before you get that fella,
Yeah.
18,
Yeah.
we're going to try. And I'm a parent of a son that went through some stuff, so I know exactly what it's like. That one mistake or that one thing will affect you throughout your life. So if you want to reinforce that with our kids, to let them know before you make a mistake, before the die is cast. So we're going to bring that forum to sit right here, perhaps, or down here at the table to let them explain to our kids what's what. And that'll be January, February, March. April, May, June is adolescent health care. And there we're gonna do on-site referrals for clinic stuff. And of course, you all know mental health in our kids is a big deal to me. I'm working with another nonprofit that focuses specifically on that. And the founder of that nonprofit, his son is a young man that's in grading, health, and street. A Morehouse and Yale grad man is, okay? And he had to do that because it happened to his kids. If other kids turned out they were fine, don't know what happened with this kid. But at any rate, we're going to have them to come and speak. Also, today, again, I called Grady Tilly Clinic. I really had an adolescent piece. I spoke to Natalie Greenwood, who's the person that come out to do just happened. She's like, I'm the one you need to talk to. So Natalie's gonna come out. She's graduating nursing school in April. So she's gonna come out in May or June as one of our adolescent healthcare speakers. And I asked, what do you include? And of course, sexually transmitted disease, mental health piece, the whole Grady, y'all. This is great. So I'm really excited about that. July through September is the financial literacy piece, where we're gonna bring, you all heard of the young man, Caden Harris, on the bus. The young teen that's already almost a billionaire. He's been out at Black Wall Street several times. He's going to come out and host an event. And it will also cover cryptocurrency. Because I want to know.
Me too.
I want to do some of the stuff. So we're excited about that. We're doing budgeting, investing, and cryptocurrency. And we're also going to bring the people out from Truist Bank to come and do that piece. We prepared letters for all of these people that we sent. Everybody is not confirmed that it's not Truist. I would like to get Regions, the bank that we work with, to come out and do that piece.
They have a whole team of artists.
So they can come out and do
They said that they would come down.
it.
Yeah, they said Marcus. They said they would come down.
Yes. Also, final quarter 2025 is our World Prep 101 course. I'm especially excited about this because I wrote World Prep 101 way back. Some years back, it reminded me to get that out. And it's a mini series of preparation courses designed to ensure students were equipped and prepared for being launched into the real world in real work situations. Because the world is different. You all are young. Capacity. But it's different even when you were teens. So we're going to have experts in education, employment, housing, how to circumvent homelessness. You know what percent of our youth, the population of the homeless? I don't know, I know it's a large percentage. Going to teach you budgeting and just socializing. Also, the main piece I wanted to talk to you all about, this is it, I'm done. Our speakers that we contacted, the Georgia Bar Association, I think I told you about that. They're going to come and do a mock trial. They already worked with Dunwoody High School,
And
there's two high schools. Right. They're going to do a mock trial short during that same justice week. In the state capitol, I got that. I have Dr. Sharika Johnson, who's a pediatric doctor in Rockdale. Gwinnett Pediatrics, she's going to come to do a presentation. Danielle Davis, who is a friend of my brother's, she's at Atlanta Fulton County School, psychologist, is going to come to talk about mental health in the school systems. And of course, I have Grady and the CAP Service Board with the mental health piece as well. Mr. Derek Grissom, Limitless Growth, is a gentleman who went through what we don't want our kids to have to take that route, but he came out of it successful. He is one of our vendors and our speakers, and he's going to share, you can do anything. Excellent program. We also have Dr. Omar Howard, Freedom of Choice, who's going to come to speak. And we have this gentleman that worked with AT&T, who just came to the building to work on the system, like Caucasian, that's on fire. And ready for our kids. So it's like put me down to do a couple. So I'm excited, and Dennis, I can't remember his last name, but he is coming to speak as well. And want you guys to know that we're open. If you have any speakers or know any programs that would add to our program, that will make it that we are open, because as we walk, we just believe in God to unfold. We just open the way, and it's successful. It's good. It's been good. So again, thank you all for allowing us, because you didn't have to do it. You did.
Yeah.
Now, question
It wasn't for you, it wasn't for you. It was for the
Yeah.
kids.
That's right. That's right.
I would just like to add home ownership. I know you did mention homelessness, but sometimes people who don't know about owning a home, just to have an idea, something to look forward to, that it is a reality,
Yes,
for the
like
kids.
That would be a part of the financial piece, I guess, for the person to come in and talk about budgeting and the homelessness piece.
You did say homelessness, but before you get to that point, it's just that when you don't know and you see other people owning homes and you don't know, you're like, wow, it seems like it's far-fetched. But if you could bring it, into
And
reality.
that's what we're going to do. We're going to show them a path to success, whether they take it or not. And we're going to have men and women there to guide them along the way. We have some great, y'all got some good educators.
Sounds really good.
Really good.
I just had two things. It just made me think of what I think would be a good partnership for the kids. Hopefully she'll think about how that will work. Tracy, these kids need to understand,
I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I'm listening.
they maybe you guys out of brainstorm. So like, this is not where we want to go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mention the shadowing program, but I showed you later.
Okay.
She got some awesome people over there.
It's in the world prep portion.
Okay.
When they get ready to go out there, they're gonna shadow. And I didn't talk about corporate sponsors. We have an office of picnic, which you've been with. Century 21 called Watch Out. We sent them a letter. They want to sponsor. And the thing of it is our Wednesday nights, food, people come for food. That's our, I'm telling you, that's our big. And we do have Olive Garden. But we waited. Olive Garden gave our main, where they have food left over. They gave it to the church. And so we like try to get that food. Because we just weren't ready to take on that much food. Because we want a feeding program.
Okay.
Because you have to feed together. Even though we are feeding program, let us just do this little piece. Community center in, on y'all together. We do more of that. Now, we'll let Eureka talk about it. Community center. Yeah, the hub. Just briefly. Any other questions?
I do have one more question. Okay. Yeah, I'll make it quick. So we talked about all the wonderful things that you are bringing to us, and great partnerships, but I do want to know what your pain points are, what issues you are experiencing.
Well, that's common.
Okay.
We have,
I know all the
we have
days ain't
positive,
sunshine.
I think it's majority of one of them is they're not addressed.
Okay.
Well,
Are they
sure
still
we
on?
can talk. Are they on?
They about to go.
Yeah.
Probably the two-part period.
Yeah, we probably need to break it. This is good. Interesting. Who was the
Oh, yeah, she said they're no longer on. We're gonna get y'all back on there watching YouTube though.
Okay. I was gonna say maybe we can have a part 2.
No, we're going to send you all an official report.
Okay. Okay.
That's what she said. Yeah.
So you can look at it.
Okay. Cool.
But we do have a component that we need to address, but probably, she can tell them about our community feeding and clothing and.
Hey.
Yeah,
I'm Sharika Berg, South of Breakaway.
Tell them about your background too.
Keep it on.
I was formerly employed with a jobs employment, as an accountant, supervisor, and I was there for like overseas. And I was responsible for training the person that took
Wow.
my film. But I've also worked with Miss Anderson. I know you know Miss Anderson. I've been a part of the PSA with my daughter's school and my son's school since they're in elementary school. So right now, I'm at Lithonia High School as treasurer of the PTSA. My son graduated last year, but I still wanted to serve Lithonia High School. I'm also at Arabian Mountain High School as the treasurer of the PTSA. So I'm very involved in my kids' schooling. So right now with Miss Joyce, we've been doing a lot of community projects. We just on Saturday, we were out in Wakefield at 9 o'clock in the morning until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, giving away coats to anyone that walked up, and we had a few clothing items and sneakers we gave away to the community. We also, I also asked PTSA, they were giving out holiday boxes. So I asked Ms. Joyce if she knew anybody that needed holiday boxes. So we were able to make huge holiday boxes and some to the elderly and anybody that needed food or that day we gave that out. We also participated, of course, on the days and kids come and we also did a tour drive. As you said, we gave out 200. We served 200 kids. We gave out toys to families on Saturday. And we visited one of the high schools to learn more about their cooking program. We were thinking about doing that. Pretty much anybody that walks in the door, we have a couple of people walk in the door, while we're there Tuesday and Thursday. If they need something, we're giving them, little toiletry bags, stuff like that. But we're always there.
I got a question. Any update on the sign?
I do have an estimate. We need for community, like all your community. Super expensive, but I'll give it to you.
How many quotes you got?
2. I had this Sinorama and Gentleman is Stone Mountain, but both were. But I'll give them to you. I've had them ever since.
It's just expensive.
I dropped them off.
It's
I've
okay.
had them since we had.
I just passed in. I'm like, I just need a sign right there. I just
Yeah,
need
you
so
can see
people
it.
will know exactly where they headed to or going. Yeah.
But they come to that anyway because we on the internet at the city hall, don't we?
Direct fulfill.
They drop it.
I have, if you remind me, I have a friend that has his own sign business. I'll give you his number. And I'm pretty sure he likes to take care of kids. He might be willing to donate something. His services to get us some sign.
Okay, then we're ready. Back. Julie, can you hear us? Julie.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good, I can hear you, Jody. Okay. I can hear them, but I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear both.
Yes.
We on mute.
Okay.
We are. We on mute.
So it's a little hard because it's really delayed on that side, so I hear myself talking. I'm trying to talk, so I'll try to keep going.
We can hear you though.
So some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some of the things that you want to talk about and touch base on are the. Some our brand. There's also the element of finding and developing partnerships. So that would be taking their education side, and I with
Marcia,
the one thing is that the equal certification, we also should be able to be more inclusive for partner with organizations. I hope people of JP and it sees benefits and participate in their training and hiring program. In order to do that, we have to be so that we have something to cover. And the organizations that are actually out there waiting for us to provide
Marcia, can you hear me? Marcia? Jody? Jody?
We can barely hear you.
Okay, I have a question here.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we have questions on this end, so hang on just a second. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Can I talk now? Okay, listen, I was asked a question by the mayor. If you all were aware of the fact of the reimbursement process as it relates to this grant at this point. Is that what we're talking about, Mayor?
I'm wondering, do they know what we've been through on our end? That's
Okay,
what I'm in the slow pay and the invoices. I'm gonna back up to the beginning when this first came about. I hope they can hear me.
Can you all hear okay?
We weren't ready for repertoire. We weren't, because we haven't received anything, any funding coming in.
Right.
But you stated that you wanted to move forward, do what you gotta do. I totally get it. But I knew this day would come, because the thing is, when people are working, just like her, she's working. I'm sure you want to get paid for your work. But at the end of the day, when you deal with grants, it's not like, oh, we getting this money right away. Like, we submitting things, we have to wait. So by me looking at this right here, this makes me feel real bad right now. This whole report, starting from the unpaid invoices for work performed in 2024, consultants, 21st platforms, laptops have not been purchased, final budget changes have not been made available to team. Like, we're doing something on our end, and we're not. We're submitting that, and that's what we've been trying to tell you for months. And then here, communication with Lithonia PD. You got a whole officer, Officer King. So what communication should be more fluid and regular for 2025?
Listen, go ahead and explain what you wrote there. Jody?
She just said nobody's showing up on the Thursday meeting.
That's what she said.
And plus emails that are not being responded to. That's what they're.
Okay, who are y'all emailing? Is it Officer King or?
No, now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So those are things that I have specific expertise in that I would love to help to see how we could get things moved forward, because it's not, the city earned some money. Those are things that I have specific expertise in that I would love to help to see how we could get things moved forward, because it's not, the city earned some money. Those are things that I have specific expertise in that I would love to help to see how we could get things moved forward, because it's not, the city earned some money.
That's a good talk.
Okay, I guess, if you allow me, I guess my whole question with the process is, of course, we know that grant money, you submit an invoice, it's not gonna be back in 7 to 14 days. I get that's a process. I guess my issue is, once we see that we are not moving financially with the grant as we should be, meaning getting computers, laptops, when do we as a team stop and say, we have all of this manpower, how can we come together and work some things out, get in touch with the right people at this grant administration? What can we do instead of sitting saying it's a process? It's a process. We know that. But like she just said, she's been working on grants for over 19 years. Reach out to her. We reached out to her when we wrote the grant. We can reach out to her if we're having issues with the grant. But to not just sit and just wait on the money, like, yeah, we got to do that. But I think that we should be chiming in. So I also show these people that we mean business. You told us we can have the money. Give us the money. That's my only issue with the grant.
After the next year's over,
That's on us though.
we could have had, if we don't get the money, we don't get anything. It's over. It's done. We
So,
don't get it.
so Chief, what's that guy's name?
Chris.
So what is he
I'll
doing?
give you, I told Joyce that I sent a text message, that having a hard time get a hold of him. It was working. I know the issue with two of the invoices were the invoices that were submitted were not the exact name, it was on the grant.
And we look back at it.
It's the correct person's name, but it's submitted under a business.
Her business is on there as well. We looked at it today.
See, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Both y'all saying two different things. Chris is the grant administrator. At what point do he not sit down?
Setting all this stuff now where he's no longer.
So here's my question. I'm not trying to be rude or anything about it. But what I'm saying is, if we are in a conversation where people are listening to us air out laundry, if Chris hasn't been active and Lord knows how no when, we ain't got to wait till a meeting to talk about that. We should have known that last week, the week before, instead of airing it out right here. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, we need to keep knowing what's going on, because she can't control the dollars. You can't control what she got. We can, to a certain degree, what she got going in the program. But if they having meetings, like, the people that should be there. They are controlling the grant, is what I'm saying. And that doesn't feel like that's what's happening. So how can we correct that? What do we need to do to correct it? Because we have an awesome program going on. It's a notorious program that's being possibly going to be televised. We're in a great place. We got to keep that momentum going. But this ain't it.
We had a nonprofit from Alabama contact us and see if we wanted to have it out program. The whole issue in a nutshell is this group, no one has been paid. Nothing. Zero. I've been here 6 times. My folks.
I'm up for about
But those, but even with that piece, this is the issue. Joey talked to Chris about going to RSM or budget planning to say, let's get it straight so you all can get your checks like you're supposed to get them. She knew who to talk to, what to do, and they said, okay. It never happened. Followed up, letters, it never happened. So if you could possibly, if you want to talk about it later, meet later, to see if we can get Jody involved with the state to see what's happening, what's the hold up. Why is this like this? This is year 2.
Right.
Yeah. And it shouldn't be. And I understand that they owe a lump sum of money. I don't even know what it is now, that they have not reimbursed you all. And that shouldn't be. And I feel like, I don't know, like, it's like, I don't want to sit back and wait. It's like your hands are tied, you know what I'm saying? But we need to, if we have someone, like in the beginning, you mentioned, Jody's a grant expert. She can go to OPB and she can work on, I think she shared with me the investigative piece of grants. She worked with government. She knows the stuff up and down. So she was like, this shouldn't be. That's why she told Chris and she initially, I can go and get this straight in a day and you'll be getting your money reimbursed like you're supposed to.
Is it reporting? You're not getting reports or?
It's not reporting. We have all the, that's
So
why
we
we have
need
to
it.
evaluate. We have everything, and that's gonna be an issue. Like when, they look at it, they go, well, what happened here?
Right.
Or what is this? Or we paper-wise, report-wise, you're covered. You're covered. You shouldn't be anything. But as far as if we wait any longer, and I'm glad, I know it's a hard conversation, but if we wait past this and possibly go through this year, we're not gonna get any money. We'll just have a program, the computers, nobody. So if Jody can go in and advocate for us, can we allow that?
This is the first I'm hearing.
She is the one,
Okay, but
Oh, she can.
grant might be so super.
that's what we're asking, that's what I'm asking now.
So with that chief, with, okay, I was just about to ask you that. You beat me to it.
So Jody,
That sound like a plan. We'll wait till the response.
But Joyce, you
Hopefully,
gotta-
fingers
you gotta-
crossed that day.
Gotta keep us informed, just chief.
I will
Yeah,
sure.
this is
And the
this is
bottom
news
line
to
is-
me. I always knew there was an issue with, money coming in, paying your invoices or whatever, but I didn't feel comfortable with you moving forward when you move forward. And we didn't have nothing in place yet as far as money is concerned. And that's why I said I knew this day would come. Because the chief, he gets frustrated, with the invoice that we get the invoice, he's submitting things and you don't hear nothing back. Then the lady that was actually, was she from Lithonia? She lived in Lithonia? The lady that was, yeah, right. It was a lot.
I
It was,
understand
yeah.
that piece
But-
completely.
But wasn't this grant from the beginning always a reimbursement grant? It wasn't a up money for upfront. They changed it.
Remember what happened? The guy who's over all the grants, the governor did.
Yeah.
So they revamped the grant.
So they revamped it a little bit. That's why we were such a delay. It was supposed to be approved by November, it was supposed to be approved by February. Then it got to April, we didn't hear nothing, and then you called me on the 2 days last year and said, hey, no one ever said nothing. So it wasn't just her. And I talked to two other counties, they had the same problem.
But
Yeah, we're gonna have to
come
do
back
that.
to the issue
Yeah.
with the
Please.
state government is that they need to be approached because they gave the funding and they said, what, 2 to 3 days, that they will reimburse? 7 days, and it's not happening. You have no business holding the ball and them owing us X, Y, Z. So if we can't go in there and advocate and say, what is the money?
Squeaky wheel
Hopefully,
gets
they
the money.
approve Jody to do it and we'll wait on chief response. Hopefully, we can go from there. 'Cause that's ridiculous.
Squeaky wheel, if you're not on them.
That's right, we have to. And I think it's over records anyway. The whole budget, everything is over records. And I understand that it appear to be that we might not have, it's us, that we didn't complete certain documents or finish certain things that's holding up our process.
Yes, like it.
We have a forum, we need to have another meeting, we're just gonna wait for a response. Wait for a response? Okay.
All right, due to time, y'all, mayor's report, police update, council member updates, I don't want to hear those tonight. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll do that next meeting. We've taken up a lot of time.
Yes, we have.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Joyce.
We going to executive session?
Yeah, we got,
Because I want to get the whole report that we talked about,
Mhm.
we get a written report. Oh, by the way, we have advisory board members, Mr. Fred, what's his name, Fred Reynolds, going to be one of our meetings center. And he made a contribution, said he wanted to be on the advisory board. And we have a young lady, Sinead, that grew up, she's Dr. Sinead Porter now. Center
Okay.
Street. You know Sinead?
mm-mm. But that's probably the one that went to college. I think I may know who that is. I hope that's her.
Housing, the one that's.
I hope that's her. Yeah,
It is
okay,
her.
okay.
Nice. She worked with us doing something.
Awesome.
She come
Okay.
along.
What's the executive session on?
Personnel and
Thank you.
real estate.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Real estate, right, chief? Yeah, personnel and real estate.
Do we need a motion now?
Yes, motion to.
I motion to go into executive session for real estate and personnel.
Yes, is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, ayes have it. Yeah, we're gonna stay right here. Okay.
Turn off your mic.
Sorry about that.